What is up, everybody? I am your Legendary Commander, and welcome back to How to Play D&D with Solasta, using Solasta as a visual representation, so that way you can more understand how Lay on Hands works or other spells. In this case, it's Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands is a power that you get at level 1. As you can see, I have a level 1 Paladin, and she has 5 points of Lay on Hands. Meanwhile, if we go back to Hamish, who is a level 8 Paladin, he has 40 points of Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands is a spell-like ability, not a spell, and can be used on anyone except for constructs and undead. Primarily, Lay on Hands is a spell used to heal. However, it can be used to do other things. For example, you could neutralize poisons. This spends 5 points of Lay on Hands to neutralize 1 poison. You could also cure disease, once again burning 5 points of Lay on Hand per poison, up to as many as you wanted in that action, provided you had the Lay on Hand points to spend. For the most part though, you will be using Lay on Hands as a healing spell, which again you get 5 points per Paladin level. Lay on Hands can be used as a self-heal. As we can see, Hamish is hurt here, and we're going to go ahead and heal him. We can heal up to the maximum health, or we can decide how much. We can give Hamish 1 point of health, or we can give him all the health. In this case, we're going to give Hamish all the health. Hamish is now healed. We're good to go. Once you use Lay on Hands, you have burned your action for your turn. As you can see here, I can no longer attack. I still, however, have my bonus action, so keep that in mind that you can use your bonus action and cast bonus action spells, such as having this Shield of Faith available now that I have a free hand. Lay on Hands doesn't technically require a free hand, not that it says at least, but your DM may pick on you and say, no, you can't do that unless you have a free hand. You had to put your weapons up, because you can't touch somebody with the palms of your hands if they're wrapped around a sword and a shield. Lay on Hands can be used to heal allies that have been injured. For example, we can run over here after suffering several opportunity of attacks, because if we chose to use the disengage action, we wouldn't be able to cast Lay on Hands as it is an action. We can come over here and cast spell. Cast Lay on Hands and heal our partner. We can again choose how much to heal them. 1, 2 hit points. I'm going to give her her full 2 hit points that she needs and help keep her in the fight. Now, Lay on Hands cannot be used to res a dead character. I was going to show you resing a character who was down but not dead, but this guy managed to swing a good nat 20, which killed her. So she is technically dead, and the only thing I can do now is to revivify her. You cannot use Lay on Hands, no matter how many points you had to raise her. There are no powers that you would have in order to raise her from the dead. To clarify, the only way to raise her now would be to cast Revivify. So it might be a good idea to heal them, because it takes 1 minute to cast that. Now we can see here we have one of our characters down. He's got no saving throws thrown at all, so he is neither death or failed, and have either passed or failed a saving throw. We have to get to him, of course. So, with that said, we're going to fight our way through real quick. Hamish is going to go ahead and equip his sword, and he's going to cut his way through. We're going to smite our way through.
You cannot defeat me!
Notice after making attacks, I can no longer cast Lay on Hands. There's just the ability to cast a spell like Branding Smite. But we have carved our way through. We can come right here now. Can we? No, we cannot. We'll have to go here. After suffering several more opportunity of attacks, and on our next turn we can res our ally. So we basically go to use power, and now on our turn we can res our ally. When we do this, all you actually need to use to res an ally is 1 point. We could give him the full 11 so he has plenty of health to stand up with, but we're just going to give him 1. It is always good to make sure you save at least 1 point of Lay on Hands. That way your Paladin can at least pick somebody up in the middle of battle. Spending more is kind of at your discretion. What do you feel the situation is? I can't recommend necessarily spending all your points on 1 res, but if you need to apply 40 points of health to save somebody's life and make sure that they don't go down because they're the important character, and if they don't get their attack off, you're all dead, dump all 40 points in. But if they only need 1 point to bring them back up into the fight, and you know they're going to go down anyway if they get hit, why not just put 1 point in them? It is a bit of an abuse of the system, but you also have to remember every time you do this, you burn an action. You could technically res your buddies 40 times at level 8, but that means he's going to have to spend 40 actions, and what fight lasts 40 actions? More often than not, you're going to use this out of battle. It's going to be just a heal up after a fight, and you're going to want to shore everyone up a little bit. But to save 1 point can save you on healing potions, making sure that ranger or the cleric, who may only have 1 spell slot left, can save it for also maybe a battle res later, rather than trying to burn it to just bring up a few more hit points. And now that is basically lay on hands. Every long rest, you're going to get these points back. So remember, if you have somebody who is needing to heal, don't be afraid to use these. If you know you're going to take a long rest shortly, but you have a fight to come up, and that you can't long rest until after you do this fight. So you need to shore everyone up just to make sure you can make that fight so you can get to that long rest. But again, try to save 1 point for that battle res. A little bit more explanation on why you want to use your lay on hands, maybe over casting cure wounds or taking a potion. Lay on hands can literally be dictated by, well, how much health do you want to dump in? 1, 10, 20, all of it? It's your choice. You don't have to spend a spell slot or spend multiple spell slots or even just take a guess at about how much and then cast a 5th level spell slot only to find out you got 10 points of healing. Now, essentially that is it for lay on hands. I can't really think of much else to talk about in lay on hands. If there's anything to talk about that I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll remake the video. If not that, at the very least, people can look down, use it as a bit of extra knowledge about how to use lay on hands. I always love to learn. As a DM itself, it's great to know what you can and can't do, and I hate getting surprised, oh, you can do this in the middle of a battle, and be like, oh, I never thought about that, and then the whole battle's ruined. But that is going to be it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to tell your friends. But you all take care, and I will catch you next time.